and so on and so forth. And as we can see here, all the memory locations here are contiguous. Now coming back to this part where we have declared this array int 8 and we have not initialized it. Coming back to this, we have declared this array integer 8 and we have not initialized it. Okay. All of these are going to contain garbage values. Let us once again go to the compiler part and look at this. Now, let us declare an array, say integer x of 5 elements, fine, and we are not going to give any values to it. Using for loop, let us try to print what is stored in these 5 memory locations. Let us try to let us try to read what is there in these 5 memory locations. Some misplaced brackets here and there. So this is what it is. What is it giving? It is giving us 5 values, all of which are unexpected garbage values. As we can see, it is giving us 5 values, all of which are unexpected garbage values. It is giving us some garbage value, which is not making any sense. It is giving a 0 in one memory location. It is again giving us some number in another memory location, 0 and some other. It is just giving us some garbage values. Why? Because this array X, we did not initialize. So there are some random values, which we call as garbage value. Any value can be 0, can be 1, can be 4,000, 5 lakhs, whatever. It can be any garbage value. Now, we will try to enter some sensible 5 values, and now we will try to run this program and see the output. Fine? Now, once we enter or once we initialize the array, it is giving us exactly the values that we initialized the array with. Okay. Now, why is this happening? This is happening because we did not store anything with this. Now, let us try doing something else. Let us say, we say static int this, and we do not initialize the array this time. We have not initialized the array this time. The only thing that we have done is, with this integer array, we have mentioned another keyword by the name static. Once we do that and we try to run it, what happens is it is giving us all clean zeros, 5 zeros. What does this mean? This means that if we precede any array or any variable with this keyword static, it will initialize that array or it will initialize that variable with all zeros. What if we do not mention this keyword static? If we do not mention this keyword static, by default, the C compiler associates the word auto with a array. Once it is an auto integer array, this means it is not initialized to any zeros. It will show us whatever garbage, whatever random values is stored, it is going to show us that. And if I do not mention this keyword auto, then what happens? If I do not mention this keyword auto here, again the result is going to be the same, because auto keyword is by default assumed by the compiler. If I do not mention anything in front of this array, this means it is an auto array. And if I mention this word static here, this means it is a static array, which means once we declare that array, the compiler itself on its own is going to initialize this array with all zeros. Which brings us to this concept in arrays in C, where we will read about this keyword auto here. The garbage values are getting printed because the storage class of this array is by default assumed to be auto. If the storage class is declared to be static, then all the array elements would have a default initial value of 0. Fine, then it is not going to prompt us with a garbage value or a random value. There is another interesting concept in arrays in C, which is bound checking. Now, this is an interesting case. Just see what happens here. We have an array num and we declare it to be of the size 40. Now, we are trying to enter 100 values in it. We will rotate this I here from 0 to 100. So what in effect we are trying to do is, what we are trying to do here is that we have an array here, okay, which has only a fixed number of memory locations to it. Okay, say this is our array. This is the array. Okay. This is our array. And now what we are doing is, we are trying to, this is the initial array that we had, only this much, okay? And we were, we just are trying to now enter the values beyond its limit. We are saying you enter some value here, I enter 1, then enter some value here, say I enter 4, we will enter some value here, some value here, and we will enter some value here, and some value here. Okay. Now beyond this, the array is not defined. But what we are trying to do is, there is still memory here.